You know, in the last few years, we've seen publications, corporations, and Hollywood celebrating the body positivity movement. But the minute one of the models reaches 7 or 8 bills, we hear radio silence from the industry. And this is why I started Feather, the world's first morbidly body positive fashion studio. So far, we've done one shoot. It was a watch commercial. Americans say they love my 500-pound life, but I've yet to have my phone calls returned to discuss my 1,300-kilogram Crest White Strips ad.
We haven't been shooting here a lot because there's some structural issues with the floorboards.
Prior to starting Feather, I worked on hundreds of body positive campaigns, and it's all hashtags and press releases right up to the point where a model doesn't weigh in under a metric ton.
Yeah, we're gonna want to keep them away from this area.
When was the last time you saw a morbidly obese leading woman or a morbidly plus-size mobility scooter fashion show by Chanel? Issues like fat face are a stain on all of entertainment. Characters like Fat Bastard and almost every role from an entire era of black movie franchises were played by a thin-bodied man, when I know plenty of POMs that would have loved to have been offered those roles, providing craft services was up to snuff. I mean, you hear all the time that curves are beautiful, then why not 125 curves on one of my model's legs alone? To be honest, I'm actually negotiating to get out of this lease right now because I found a place in Jersey with a loading dock, so it'll make accessibility a little easier. You know, I just think that every child should be able to look through a bikini spread and see bodies that look like theirs, and clocking in at 35 stone when you're 9 years old shouldn't exclude you from a career as a successful fashion model. This week I'm thinking about doing like a spec spot for New Balance where I bring in a novelty-sized treadmill, then bounce light off a breathing apparatus to create sort of a glistening effect on some of the sweat stains. The animation world stood by silently for years while Seth MacFarlane voiced the role of Chris Griffin when we could have just as easily built a studio in a morbidly obese voice actor's bedroom, providing once again the craft services situation was adequate. Whether it's a shampoo ad or the cover of Vogue magazine, it's easy for us to pat ourselves on the back for casting someone that's 2-3 hundo tops. But the morbidly body positive movement is here to bust down those walls and the walls of our clients' living rooms to be the change that we wish to see. And I'm happy to be part of a new world where the calendar and the scale say 2020. You can mark my words, this is gonna be the next big tidal wave in fashion.